You're about to listen to the award-winning Stuart Pedasso Show. This show is for biologically and emotionally mature audiences. If you should not be here, please go away. We'll still be here when you're mature enough to partake. Mwah!
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to the Stuart Pedasso Show. I'm Dave,
I'm Melissa.
and it's just the two of us.
It's just the two of us.
and all
we've
the
already-
tens of us out there.
Yeah.
listening.
And we've
Thank
been
you.
drinking already. So.
Yeah, we pre-gamed.
Yeah, we did. Because we hung
it's-
out with cheese.
We did. We
Oh
hung
my
out
God, it
with,
was so nice.
with the big cheese, and
cheese.
that was fun and got
so
updated
nice.
on everything.
All the
And we
things.
have a tentative, almost kind of, let's see if it's a promise, that
Somewhat date, maybe.
well, not a date, but we're gonna have him in the studio at least
A
to do
studio
some
date.
bits. That's at least I forgot about it and our parting. He mentioned it, so I think it's a thing. I think it's gonna happen.
I think he might be down.
So the housekeeping part is we're hoping this month, and we're almost at the end of the month, to have Special K in to do more bits and have her on the show.
Because you've been writing like a madman.
I've been
You've been trying to. You've got
and,
lots of
notes
ideas and stuff.
and
You've
ideas.
been doing a lot of things.
I'm an idea guy.
Yeah.
And but she is just having the problem with getting a babysitter. So
Because that's what happens sometimes.
it is, and so
And it's not just single parents. Sometimes even if there's two parents.
Yep. So we're looking at September, but that's fine. Whatever, it'll happen.
fine. It'll
In the
happen,
meantime, you can hear all of our
Juicy bits.
podcasty, internet radio, juicy goodness at stuartpedasso.com. So
Sure
it's
can.
not like there's nothing there. Just saying. How you doing?
I know. I'm doing good. I'm all
Yeah,
right.
I gotta say, man.
Yeah.
At this advanced age, just things hit you differently.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what we just drank,
We did. I had 2 beers. I'm like, ooh, I'm feeling
right?
a
That's
little
what I'm saying.
toasty.
I mean, like I had
Literally, and they were like not
3.
even strong beers.
Yeah,
Like it was
I'm
literally a
drinking Jenny.
Modelo.
I'm drinking
I know
Jenny.
you had a Jenny. I had Modelo. Both of them are like under 5%.
I can read it. It's right on the can. 4.5.
Yeah.
And I'm
it's
like,
just,
wow.
it's just because we just don't. I don't drink that much anymore. You probably don't either as much.
Not nearly as. Like I said, we're not making beer can pyramids like we used to.
like we used to.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, no.
No,
Like I don't even like you've. I know you've got 3 in there. I don't even know if I'm gonna.
you don't
have
have
that many.
to. You
No,
drink
I know.
what you drink.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't. I think that's part of it too. Is like I'm at the age and I'm like, I don't really feel like another one. I'm just not gonna. I don't feel like I need to, or I mean, I didn't feel like I needed to back then, but I wanted to.
Yeah.
It was fun. I mean, I'm those were fun times, but I'm glad they're over. Also,
Well,
because I can't.
I might want to, but I can't.
No, I just really, it's just not gonna happen.
And I still have things to do today.
Yeah, there's that too.
Right. I'm doing a thing tomorrow, and I am not quite prepared yet, so I have to prepare. Yeah.
And I
So
have a long shift tomorrow.
You
so
do?
I can't be all. Yeah, so I have to
at the weed store.
get the weed store.
just wanna
I
say
do
weed
work at
store.
the weed store.
So so this isn't housekeeping, but I will do public service if that's okay.
Yeah.
Like to help. I'm a helper. I like to help.
We
people.
are helpers.
Yeah.
You and I are both helper people.
I think the show does try to help people.
we do. We want to.
So last weekend we didn't do a show, and one of the reasons why is I was tabling at an event. It was an outdoor event, and I had my little canopy and my table and all my little
Like you do.
crazy radical literature that I was trying to get people to take and read and sign
To
petitions.
just care about
and-
other people.
Yeah. So, but I was relatively close to one of the entertainment stages. And so, as a public service, I would like to give a little tip to people who are performers in the musical genre or any genre, I guess, that involves amplification.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're in a band and you're going to perform publicly, and before you go on, you spend literally 20 minutes doing the check, test, check, and complaining about the microphone and asking for a different sound person and like kind of dissing your sound person. And then you finally your band starts playing, you might want to hit the harmonies. You might not want to suck at your vocals.
Oh.
And then all through apologize for the mics. Like, fuck
No, if
dude.
you can't
It's
hit the harmonies,
yeah,
it's
it's like,
not the
bro,
mics. No, you
Yeah.
that means you get
Right.
Oh, were
So-
they like off key?
A little bit.
Oh man, I like
Singing-
literally. I'm at the and I've been this way a long. Maybe it's because I can sing and because I know what singing. I mean, I know about singing. I've been singing like pretty much my whole life, and I'm like when somebody sings off key, it like hurts me in my soul.
Singularly, they were singing fine.
Playing off key, singing off key, any of that. Like
They were, but when
it hurts.
anybody in
It
that
hurts.
band was by themselves singing, they were fine.
Okay.
It's when they had to harmonize, they weren't. And I'm like, bro,
Oh stop!
you okay?
No, stop.
Whatever. It's a community event. I was not expecting the four tops.
Was this the hoochie thing?
No, I didn't
Wasn't
go
it
to that.
who-
No,
oh,
no,
okay.
no. That was like that's professional shit. No, this was
Because our friends were there.
yeah.
You know,
So-
Periodic Table of Elephants were there.
Yeah. So no, this was a more locally type thing.
Okay.
And
Okay, so
Well-
we're not going to rip on them because
no, but I'm just saying. But if you're going to do 20 minutes of check, test, and can I get more bottom, and that's too much reverb, and just giving all this direction, bro,
you probably
got-
should hit it when you're
you got
harmonizing.
you got to
hit the
hit
harmonies.
it. Right? You got to do it. Okay, you can't put us through 20 minutes of that and not hit shit. So work on that before you start complaining about the mics. And look, I'm not a musician, but I've read this and it makes total sense.
You've listened to a lot of music though.
You got to.
You know
have
music
to,
pretty well though.
Well, I've also done fundraisers and stuff at bars and
yeah,
places
so
like.
you still know music well and you know equipment well.
You have to treat your sound guy right.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't publicly fuck with your sound person
because
they're going to
they
make
can
you
fuck
sound.
with you.
Yes, because
they can fuck with you.
Right.
and they might.
But you not hitting the notes is not the sound guy's fault.
That is not their fault. Oof.
So
Oof.
that's public service
Okay.
number one.
Don't
Now,
do that, guys.
This second thing is not about music. Look, if you're a grown ass adult, you need to know how porta potties work. When you walk into a porta potty, you turn around and you move the little lever so that on the outside it goes to red.
Yes, you do need to know.
You
that.
need to know that. You're a grown ass adult.
How did you walk in on somebody?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm like,
Awful.
bro. I even
I
said
did not want to see your ass.
as I'm closing it, I'm like, it said green. And then when they came out, they looked at me like
Like you
I'm
were
a
the-
dick.
Like you were the dick. And like you didn't put it on the red.
Yes. So
Yeah, people-
Yeah. Come on.
If
It's a-
you're so drunk that you can't even remember to close
this
it on
was
the
not
red.
a drinking thing. This was
It
a
wasn't?
community.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, I
Oh.
don't believe there was any alcohol sold at this place.
Oh, okay, so it
Now, if
wasn't
folks
even
brought
like
their
that.
own, I don't know anything
Right,
about
right,
that.
but
No, this was a
Okay.
community thing.
okay, so they probably were not like.
No, I would assume not.
Okay,
But come on, it's a porta potty. Put it
that is
through the-
weird.
Yeah.
That's like the first thing I do because I'm
Yeah.
terrified of somebody coming in.
Yeah.
It's like more like, oh my
Yes.
god, I hope nobody comes in.
And I'm not sitting down.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh,
it
I'm
was-
not.
I'm not even hovering.
I'm a hover.
No,
Well,
this
you don't-
thing had the urinally thing.
Oh, you got
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't.
so
that,
right.
so.
So yeah.
But
dude.
I'm a good hoverer, so
Yeah, like-
it's all good.
and this person was of the female persuasion. So just come on. It's
Come
just
on, you
put
should
the little lever
put the
over,
little thing
please.
there.
For us all.
Yeah.
What if I was a kid? Scarred him for life.
Oh, that might.
Well, so just don't do that.
Don't do that.
Or do that, I mean.
Yeah.
Please, the levery thing.
Don't do the wrong thing.
Yeah,
do the right thing,
You
which
just
is locking the door.
lock the door, please. Oh, man.
People don't want to see that.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to be polite too. I mean, it's not about what I see. Look, I'm also a grown adult, and if I see something, I don't care. I'm
I guess
gonna be
not,
fine.
but I would prefer not to. of
Yes,
course.
well, and I'm trying to be polite. I don't want
right.
nobody needs that awkward
That
moment.
Yeah, no one's out.
Let's see. Oh, there was another thing that might become a bit. I don't know. I just because I only see it as visual. I see. Here's another Eddie Murphy reference, but not from Delirious, from his stand-up, but from one of his movies. Remember Sexual Chocolate?
Oh my god! Of course,
Okay.
of course, I remember sexual.
I thought of Sexual Chocolate when this happened. It was at this same.
My coworker and I quote that movie like almost every time we work together.
It was
Find
this-
a way to quote it.
it was the same community event, and there was a different band, and they were very early in the show, in the event, because this thing wasn't necessarily about music. I was there tabling, and it was that kind
Gotcha.
of stuff. Yeah. So
It was a community event, which
yeah.
kind of says everything.
Yeah.
I feel
But there were stages where different stages where people were playing music, and it was
Great.
more local than
that's
anything
nice.
else. So
yeah, which is nice.
I couldn't because I
Was
was
it, but sexual chocolate was there?
no, but I'm going to get to why it made me think of sexual chocolate. So,
Sexual chocolate.
by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Coming to America, go watch the movie.
Watch the movie.
You'll-
It's so funny.
you'll know
Sexual
about sexual
chocolate is hilarious.
So, this guy was on stage, and there was a band, and actually, I couldn't see the stage from where my table was. So, it was either a band or it was more karaoke-y type thing. It was like you playing, singing to music that was being played back. I couldn't tell if there was a band. And he was talking about, I think his name was Reverend something. Like, I'm Reverend something, or maybe he was talking, I was talking to my Reverend. It was something that had to do with religion, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe some gospel-y kind of stuff. But, and then the song went into Backseat of My Ride. And it was about getting laid in the backseat of your car.
Definitely not gospel.
No, it was not. And like, so I was like, it just made me think of a bit. Like, you have someone who's like gospel-y, reverend something, and he gets into like, take it in the ass or something. Right. The song would be, you know? And I'm like, okay, this isn't working for me. My brain can't handle this. This is like Reverend Billy Joe Washington doing
Smith and
Take It in the Dirt Road.
Yep.
You know, kind of like, what's happening? I don't understand. And I had to act, I don't say professional because I wasn't getting paid. I had to act like a community activist, which I was in my role at the time. But I so wanted to just like lose my shit over this. I just thought it was hilarious.
Did you want to sing The Greatest Love of All?
No, I did not.
No,
I did not. But it was just interesting how the Reverend, I couldn't even remember his name, the Reverend whatever was singing Backseat of My Ride. It's like, dude, come on. I'm actually not offended by it. I just thought it was hilarious.
It's awesome.
As someone
kind of
who's
awesome.
not a gospel-y kind of person, I just thought
I do like if I'm not thinking about it in the like super religious-y part, like I like gospel music on that level.
Yeah.
Like I like the enthusiasm. I like the I like some of the older spirituals and stuff. Like I like it, but it's not the message. It's so much. It's like the music part of it. I like.
Yeah. Well,
If
just
that-
reminds me
does
of
that
the
make
old,
sense?
yeah,
That makes sense, right?
absolutely. The old
Yeah.
Eddie Izzard bit. How like gospel and like that kind of music
Oh, yeah.
is like the most swingingest stuff, and it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
from the biggest heartache and
Right.
heartbreak. And
So it's
just
got like this
total-
passion. Whereas
Whereas
that's
like
really
white
nice.
folks who've never gone through that shit have the most.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So anyway, Reverend, I hope you got busy in the backseat of your ride.
I mean, if that's what you wanted. I mean,
Praise, well, you'd be calling for Jesus.
probably.
Lord Jesus, help me. Sorry. So that's why we didn't have a show last week, to sum up, because I was busy listening to Reverend Billy Bob sing about the backseat of his ride and
All right, that was important stuff.
looking at people in porta potties and check, test,
Right.
1, 2. That's
also, I
why-
didn't have any. I didn't have time to hang out.
Well, yeah.
Also, I didn't have any time to do that.
Well, I'm not saying this like I'm all important or anything, but let's be honest with you. We do it at Dick Off Studio, which is
Right.
in my attic. So if
So
I
yeah,
can't do
if
it,
you can't do it, then we're
kind of
done.
fucked. Yeah, that's kind of the thing.
yeah.
I feel bad about that. It'd be amazing if once in a while you and Carrie just did one without me. That would be interesting,
I mean, it would be funny.
wouldn't it?
It'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it, if we could do it?
I don't know.
I don't even know if we could. I mean, we could.
I don't know. You would do this.
I mean, I guess it would have to be like you would. You know, the only way we could probably do it is you'd have to be here and just not say anything and just let us talk shit.
Well, no, I don't mean about the show. Well, okay, there's some shows that are like that when you're both,
Anyway, that's
I don't
true,
know.
especially if we're not on our meds.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, but I'm more
That's why I
like
took my meds last
if
time.
it wasn't if I just couldn't be there and you guys, well, we can do it ourselves. Like you
Yeah,
guys,
yeah, that'd be
the-
cool.
If you had the technical shit,
Which we don't.
that would be
It's true.
interesting.
It would be. I mean, I guess if I could figure it out, I guess I would do that. Hey, you want to hear a story?
Are we going into Harry Carey?
Hey!
What? Hey!
Kind of.
What do I have to that mad cow disease?
Oh, that mad cow disease.
Glad I didn't get it. I'm sorry. Yes. Well, yes, I want to hear a story.
Okay,
please.
so I'm going to tell you a story. So today, so yesterday I had an MRI. I
You
talked
did.
about it. I talked about it on the Facebook. I don't really talk too much on the Facebook anymore. I kind of like go on there sometimes and look at shit, and I don't really post anything anymore. I don't know. I just don't want to, so I don't. I don't really know why. I just don't feel like it, I guess. I don't know.
Then you shouldn't.
Yeah, I just feel like anything I have to say, unless it's something like I think is important.
It's not like it's your job.
It is not. So, Anyway, but yesterday I've been posting about my MRI. I was really nervous about my MRI for many reasons. First and foremost, because I am claustrophobic, so I was kind of nervous about going in the tube. Because I've had an MRI before, but it was on my knee, so I did not go in just my knee. Just my legs were in the tube, right. not my body. So yeah, this was the first time my body had to go in the tube because it was checking my lower spine, which they know there's some shit going on with my vertebrae that's all wonky. So they already know that I have vertebrae that's all wonky back on there, but they had to, I guess check all the other shit around it. So anyway, I found out today that I'm okay. And
Okay.
Yeah, like it is. I mean, I do have, I do have some vertebrae. They're not where they're supposed to be and stuff. So, things have to happen, but my spine is good. So, and then on top of that, I will say, I'll be honest about it. I didn't talk too much about it with anybody. Actually, I didn't really talk about it with anybody. I talked about it with my mother-in-law and my husband. That was it. I was really nervous about getting the MRI because that was how my mom found out she had cancer.
I understand.
Yeah, she had when she first found out she had cancer, it was because she was in a car accident and she had to have an MRI to check her spine. Because it was a nasty accident. It totaled the car and everything. It turned out actually she was actually pretty good shape after the accident, but they did find the cancer when they did the MRI. So yeah, I was a little nervous about that. That they would find like you're fine, but there's this weird dot here that we don't really know what's going on. So yeah, that's
how my scare went.
Yeah, so that didn't happen. They said actually my spine's good. They apparently didn't find anything like that because they would have told me. I have an appointment next month for a follow-up, but my guess is because it's not like it's not something that I have to obviously. It doesn't seem like it's something I have to have surgery or anything like that. I'm guessing that it'll probably be like, probably physical therapy and maybe chiropractic care because I've done that before. And I already told my doctor I'd be down for chiropractic care, and he's actually kind of cool. He actually is fine with that. So I think my guess is and my hope is that it'll just be like physical therapy, chiropractic care, maybe some massage therapy as well. I don't know, stuff that I don't have to have surgery or take hard drugs. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to avoid surgery and hard drugs.
Well, I'm glad. I'm minorly bummed that there was nothing that interesting though. Like last show, your conjoined twin. There was not.
Yeah, I don't have a conjoined twin.
Fun.
It's just totally normal, like just normal. I mean, they know that my back is kind of messed up. They already know that from the X-ray. They
could have picked a name.
Yeah, but it isn't the worst thing in the world, so I'm really happy. Jasper.
I'm sorry.
I don't.
Okay, all right. Damn it.
So anyway, I found all this out
on my way. Meaning in my life.
On my way to my piercing appointment because you have to have your piercings taken out.
I'm gonna have to take your word for that.
Yeah. Well, you can't have metal in your body. And I have nipple piercings and a nose pierce, as you can see, and because you can see my face. You'll have to take my word about the nipple piercings. But, yep.
No, I'm there.
Yep. So yeah, I had to have that. So I had to have them taken out on Wednesday, the day before my appointment, and then had the MRI, and then today I had to go back in and have them put them in.
Are they connected?
What do you mean?
The nipple piercings.
No.
There's no chain or anything.
No.
Okay.
Well, that's annoying. I mean, I know people do that, but no,
I've seen pictures. I've been on the internet.
No, I don't have anything. It's not. No, that would be annoying.
Not that elaborate.
Ugh, no, that'd be so fucking annoying. It was weird though, actually having them taken out because I've had my nipple piercings for like, I don't know, over 20 years, well over 20 years. Dan has never seen me without them. So yesterday was like or 2 days ago was the first time he'd ever seen me without nipple piercings.
Okay.
Yep. And I was like, look at this. This is weird. I don't have nipple piercings. He's like, yep, but you still have good boobs. So whatever. Don't matter. So I love my husband. He's so sweet. He's like, yep, don't matter really, though. Still look good. Don't matter.
Okay, look, only because we're good friends. But now you have me. What did it look like? Because you've had the same things, the same objects?
They look
20
completely
years.
normal.
Okay.
Like I thought that I actually did think like maybe my areolas will look weird, maybe the actual nipple itself might look strange or something taking them out. No, matter of fact, I don't know that I could have put them in very well on my own I couldn't even find the hole on the side.
Has it been
like when I was looking at them? I was like looking at it, putting them over there. I'm like, I couldn't even find the hole on the side.
So has it been the same objects for 20 years?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
For over 20 years. Yeah, because I got it when Alex was so Alex just turned 26. I probably got it not too long after he turned 1 or so. So, I mean, it was probably, so yeah, I've probably had them like 24, 25 years.
Close to the lifespan of a Twinkie.
Yeah. Like 24, 25 years I've had them. And It's been the same piercings the entire time. I've never
That's
changed
what I
them.
meant, yeah.
I've never changed them.
What are they made of?
Titanium.
Oh, I would think
or stainless steel. I don't remember which.
Okay.
No, it's not stainless steel. I think it's titanium.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and no, if they were stainless steel, I'd feel it. No, they're titanium. Well, if they were stainless steel is pretty good because for most people you're not allergic to it. It's pretty hypoallergenic, but so I do use it sometimes on bracelets, but it is a little heavy. And I just thought about it. I'm like, oh no, if this was stainless steel, I'd feel how heavy they are. But it was weird. I haven't seen my nipples like kind of like naked in a long time. It was strange.
All right. Naked Nipples is my new band name.
Naked Nipples is totally.
It's my new band name.
That is a good band name.
Yeah.
And then, so then the other thing that happened today is, so I hung out with my son and his lovely girlfriend, partner. I want to say partner because they live together and share expenses. So they're partner. Yeah. Plus I love her. In my heart, she's already my daughter-in-law. So as far as I'm concerned, you know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's how you felt about your daughter, you know, it's like, she may not be from your loins, but you're like in your heart. She's like, that's my daughter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I was.
You have that kind of love. You're like, that's my daughter.
No, she's my daughter.
Yeah. So that's how I feel about Kaya. So anyway, honestly, even when they separated, I still kind of felt like she was my kid. She was still in contact with me and everything, even when they weren't together. Anywho, yes.
Look, all right. I will say this: the story I said when we were pre-gaming, that tells me that look, whatever, nothing's gonna happen. But if my wife and I were to split up, which we're not, if that were to happen, my connection with my daughter would still be the same. The fact that she was. Okay, disappointment's not the right word. But when she totally knew what I was talking about getting her a black velvet painting of the Last Supper for her birthday and totally got it and was not...
And thought it was funny.
And thought it was funny and not unhappy that I thought of that. She's my kid, damn it.
You're like, you may not be from my genetics, but somehow
You're
my genetics somehow made it over to you anyway.
Somehow.
No, I feel like the same thing about Alex and Dan. Like, obviously not genetic, but I mean... Alex has said it himself that there's definitely things he picked up from Dan. I mean, he's been his stepdad half of his life. So, I mean, more than half his life. Anyway, no, where was I going? Oh, so my kids came over.
Yes.
And it was so good to see them. And Alex told me he's going to welding school. He got into welding school. He had to take a test. He got 100 on both the math and the English.
Wait, I'm sorry. English. Wait, what? Okay, dude.
There's welding school.
Where is this welding school?
Actually, it's really, really close to where he lives downtown, and I think it's actually downtown. Yeah, he said it's really close to where downtown ESL
Rochester?
is. Yeah, he said actually the class is right by ESL.
Wait, what? Yeah. Where? I'm sorry, I'm totally lost.
Okay, where ESL I think is on the main ESL I think is on like Chestnut or
local.
Sorry,
Eastman Savings and Loan. It is technically a credit union, although I would disagree with that, but it's a credit union that started through
No,
Eastman
it's a credit
Kodak.
union. You still get like. I mean, I have an ESL account too.
But they're
I know they're not as cool as the co-op.
yeah. So, but the ESL, and there's now building branches like it's a fucking Walgreens. They're like at almost every corner now.
Yeah.
Sorry, so
But the ESL, the one that's downtown, is like the main branch. There's like a main branch. I think it's on Chestnut / Monroe.
you mean the one that's in the old Kodak headquarters?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, Alex said that
All
the
right.
school is like wherever it is, it's like right by there,
Okay.
and so it's like he and Kai are living downtown anyway. So it's.
I did not know this either.
Absolutely
When did they
perfect.
stop living in Livonia?
Oh, June. Beginning
I did
of
not
June.
get the newsletter. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, we didn't send.
No,
it.
it's all good.
Yeah, they moved out at the end of end of May.
Okay.
So yeah, they got this place. They got
All
a
right.
really cute place
Welding
downtown.
school. Sorry.
So yeah, he's going to welding school. He got into welding school.
Oh my God, it's gonna be like Flashdance.
Well, this is what I thought. Okay, first of all, welding is so fucking cool. I love welding. I love welding art. So I think what's great about welding is that, like, first of all, he could get a job anywhere. I know he doesn't want to live in Rochester his whole life. I know that, and I respect that. So I know
Everybody
that
needs welders.
right. He could go to so many places, and he could go. He could decide. All right, I want to try this state in this city, and I'm going to move there, and I'm going to be a welder there. And like, I feel like that's a really great career move because it's never not going to be needed.
Yeah.
I like to think
You're not going to
anyway.
AI welding.
Man, I wouldn't want to.
No.
No, I definitely want somebody with an eye who knows what the fuck they're doing to be
Yeah.
working on that. Yeah, I definitely want humans to be working on welding. So yeah, he's going to be learning welding. He scored perfect scores on both his math and English. And which
English
is nice.
at welding school. Interesting.
Yeah, like math I totally expected. Well,
Yeah.
first of all, he was actually surprised because first of all, he's been out of school almost 10 years, like 8 years now. So he's like, he's a little rusty, but he scored perfect.
Look,
whatever it
I'm
was.
really not trying to be that guy, but really, what could the English test for welding school be? I mean, I'm
I don't
a
know.
teacher, so I'm
I don't
just
know.
trying to.
I mean, I guess I could ask him, but I didn't ask him.
It sounds kind of rhetorical. But.
Yeah, but he was just surprised he did well on the math. I'm like, you got 100 on the math? He goes, I did. I was like, well, look at you getting 100 on math too. I know. I feel like so math is not my favorite subject, but there's aspects of math that I find really, really fascinating. I actually kind of like the more advanced like psychology and stuff behind math. Like I'm much more like I feel like if I had ever taken pre-calc and calculus back in high school and stuff, I might have actually enjoyed it, and I would kind of wish I had back in the day. I was really, really good at trigonometry. I fucking kicked ass
I
in
found that
trigonometry.
up until calc, it was pretty. Okay, I'm not trying to, like, of course, Dave. It was just pretty logical. It just seemed like it was like almost like a mind puzzly thing. You just had to put stuff in the
Had
right
to put it in the right place.
Right. Calc.
Until calculus.
Yeah, no, I just fuck that shit. Nobody needs it.
I know, but I think that's the part I think I'm going to find most interesting.
Well,
but I never got that far.
I mean, I get it because it has to
Like,
do
I
with
had a
changing
teacher-
rates and motion and
Right,
stuff.
right.
But yeah, that's
like
that's
I had a
right. No, that's
teacher
not-
that was my trigonometry teacher because I did so well in trigonometry. Like literally I had like a 98, 99 average in the class. And she was like, I think you should take pre-calc. I think you actually would do really, really well in pre-calc and calculus. And I was like, that's nice. And like, I have to take art classes and I have no room for that. Like,
That's
I
fair.
don't need, and I wasn't majoring in math. So I was like, I don't have to take any more math courses. So I'm not gonna.
No, it's.
But now I look back on it and I kind of wish I had. I wish I'd taken pre-calc.
Look, this happens all the time in down moments. I would love to be able to just go back to school full time for something.
I know, wouldn't it be fun?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm not talking about
Like something that interests
partying.
you.
Yeah,
And
like
something specific that, like,
if I could live on campus and not have to worry about bills. I mean, obviously there'd be college bills, but I mean, like, not have to worry about the outside world and just fucking be intellectual to go to school and
You know what? Interestingly, I knew somebody who did that.
then play my guitar on the
Well,
quad
she didn't do that. I used to.
or ukulele. It's all.
So this one woman I worked with at Berkeley, Shirley, God rest her soul. She died like in her 80s. She was like like mid to late, like she was up there. She
I wish I
kept
hope I
going back to school. I don't even know how many fucking degrees that she had. She had so many degrees.
But I mean,
she just had
no
fun
job.
Going back to,
Yes,
oh.
I mean,
she just had fun going back to school and just learning stuff. She would just like go like take a class in something just for the fuck of it. The last class I remember her telling me she was taking a class in. It was a law class. It was like. I don't know. I don't remember. It was some sort of law class. I was like, why are you taking that? She's like, I don't know anything about it. I just thought it'd be fun.
Yeah. I mean,
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, stuff like that. That'd be so cool.
Like, okay, so even, not like I'd need another
Like, what would you do?
Career. As dorky as this is, just because of what I do in my activist life, I would go back for IT shit, computers. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know probably more than the average bear right now,
right?
But it's so scattered and all over the place just because I've had to fix shit when I'm trying to do stuff. Mm-hmm. It's not. I would love to be able to just be using Eddie Izzard's thing again. I'd like to be swish at it. Mm-hmm. So just like, oh, my code's a little wrong, and then I'm like.
Mm-hmm. Did you just kill us?
I didn't kill. Sorry, I went all nuts and I forgot we were recording.
Like this
I
one.
I just want to like be able to like
right,
click, and it's all fixed.
So yeah, this one customer I have at the dispensary, who's I think he said he was Puerto Rican. We were just talking about like languages and stuff, and like you know he speaks Spanish, and he said that I think I was talking about something that was French, and because he travels. He's been to France several times, and he said he wished when he was in school he hadn't been like so lazy and just said, "Oh, I'll just take Spanish because I already know Spanish," kind of thing.
We know the song.
Yeah.
Mexican Americans love education, so they go to night school and take Spanish and get a B.
So. I don't know. This guy's a sweetheart, so I don't know anything about that. But anyway, he was saying to me later, he was like, I wish, he said he wished he had taken, he said, he's like, he traveled for work. He traveled to France many times. And he was like, when he did that, he was like, fuck, I should have fucking taken French. But he just, did the easy way out. I was like, I'll just take Spanish because I already know it. So, and when I was in Finland and I was speaking Swedish, I thought to myself, oh, I should have I took 2 years of French and didn't fucking use it like ever. But if I had taken German, the German would have helped me with my Swedish. But I did not take German because that did not interest me, even though I am German.
You do what you do at the time. I try to.
What options did you have when you were in school?
Oh, Lord have mercy. I probably could have taken Spanish, and for some reason, there was a dude who taught Latin, which is what I took coming in there.
We had Latin.
Yeah,
also.
but
we had
that's
like 1 or 2 years. Oh yeah, we had 2 years of Latin.
All right,
you couldn't major in Latin.
Well, okay.
You only had 2 years of it.
So
you couldn't.
When I was in a rural school in 9th grade, and I took Latin because the counselor said I should take it because I said I wanted to be a lawyer. So, which
is that the place where your mom worked with?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I took it. And it was a real class with like 20-something people, and we actually did Latin. And then I came back into the city here in a urban school, and there was this old guy who was Hungarian or something who knew 6 different Romance languages and would mix them up all the time. And then 2 months into the year, he had a heart attack.
Aww.
And and I assume he was fine. I didn't hear he died. But he never came.
He knew 6 Romance. That's a smart dude, man.
It is, but he would mix them up, though. So we would argue about a declension, and then he would go, oh, wait,
that's
I'm
Italian.
thinking about Romanian.
Right.
I was like, dude, you're killing me here. So he left after 2 months, and we had no teacher, and it was, quote, independent study, and they just kept giving us Bs. And nobody argued, but I really didn't learn anything in Latin 2. And then Latin 3, there was a dude who was able to teach it.
Wow, you had a Latin 3 even.
Well... No,
in the city schools.
Not exactly.
Okay.
They had a dude who was teaching Latin 1, and I was the only, quote, Latin 3 student, so they said sit in the class and do independent study. And I took the state regents exam at the end of the year, and I got a 65, but I wouldn't be surprised if I got helped out by the scorer. Because boy, was I riffing. I had really done no actual study of the language for 2 years.
Fuck. Wow.
And it came back 65, and I didn't argue, and just...
You're like, I don't believe you, but whatever.
I win. Whatever, I'm leaving. Bye. Don't...
I barely I took 2 years of French. I took 2 years of French.
That was for you.
Barely passed French 2. French 3 I heard was so fucking hard, but I really, really, really wanted I really, really wanted a Regents diploma. If you don't live in New York State, nobody cares about fucking Regents diplomas. But if you go to New York State schools, people do care about it. Regents are pretty much stupid, though, in my opinion. But anyway,
well,
I wanted to have a Regents diploma, so I had to take certain courses. You had to have certain courses in order to get one. And one of the things you had to major in back when I was in school, and this is probably not that different from Dave too, because we're not that far apart in age. So you had to have either 3 years of a language, or you had to there's certain things you had to have along with your math and science and English and all the same shit you always had. I think it was 3 years basically of all those other ones.
Sure, why not? We'll go with that.
Anyway, no, English I had to have 4.
Everyone did. But.
Yeah, 4 years. But I only had to have, I had 4 years of English and 4 years of some sort of history type of thing. Anyway, because I originally wanted to do French, but I sucked at it so badly that in my sophomore year, I took an art class, and I was like, fuck it, I'm better at this. I'm just going to take art classes. So then I still got a Regents diploma because I took enough art classes in order to get one.
So look, I showed a video in my ASL American Sign Language classes, and it wasn't the original reason I showed it. It was like a 4-minute thing. It was a showing a class and interviewing a professor in ASL at Syracuse University. And it showed people signing, and it showed hearing people learning sign, and that's the main reason I showed it. But the professor in this said, look, I understand that almost every student that comes in my classes is going to leave college and not remember any of the signing. That's not the important part. The part, at least in this context for ASL, they're going to understand what deaf people go through on a day-to-day basis. That's what they're getting out of this. If any of them go on down the road to become interpreters or do something where there's deaf people, awesome. Great. They're signing. They have some background stuff there. But really, I know, I'm not kidding myself, and I'm paraphrasing, most of them will not remember any of the signs. Just like you take a class, I don't remember any Latin. The only Latin I remember is from a Steve Martin comedy album from the 80s.
I actually can still do I learned the alphabet. I learned the signing alphabet, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I think I was in junior high when I learned it, and I still know it.
So, I mean,
I rarely use it, but
you just have a better, even if you, and it's like anything, if you don't use it, you lose it. So you take a language in high school, you don't ever use it again. You're not going, I remember.
Right. There's probably a few words in French
madre,
I remember.
Mi madre, mi madre pendejo. Sorry.
I even know what that says.
I know that was so anyway, sorry. So but
no,
taking it helps you understand what the life of people who speak that language is. American Sign Language, it's a little bit more intense, because then now you're getting into disabilities and how society is not very accessible and all that jazz. So it's a little bit more intense there. But even if you learn Spanish or French, you still learn a little bit more about that culture. And even if you don't remember the words, it's still important, and it still, quote, trains your brain, and it's still
true. I actually do know more about there's stuff I learned about France that I probably would not have learned had I not taken that class. That's true. So
it's totally worthwhile. So kids, make sure you take a language, and even if you're at our advanced age, you can still do it. Even if it's the only getting through 8 episodes of a podcast in Spanish 14 times like I've done, I still was able to use the Spanish word for work yesterday in a sentence. Trabajo.
What is it?
Trabajo.
Trabajo.
I said very gringo. But either way, I knew the word and I used it in a sentence for something, and they were like, "Oh, this is very good." But
Oh,
so,
the guy I was talking about learning about being in France and stuff. He actually mentioned to me, even though he did know a little bit of French. He was like, "You don't speak if you don't know French. Really, don't try to speak French. And when you're in France, they don't like it. Just speak English."
well,
Like
again,
he knows Spanish and English, but he was like, "Don't
really
even."
channeling Eddie Izzard today.
Yeah.
But like in his words, at the time, their words, the French they can be fucking French.
They can be kind of
They
fucking
can
French.
be fucking French.
That's what my buddy,
Yeah.
my Puerto Rican
Your
American
Puerto
Puerto
Rican
Rican
weed
buddy
buddy.
was telling me at the dispensary. This is how it is in France.
So, if I may change it up, no segue. I have a shout out. I would like to two people who are not listening to the show. At least the overwhelming chances are, will never hear the shout out, but just it'll be out there in the universe.
And that's good.
Maybe the universe will bless them with something, knowing that
I like
they
to
got a
think it
shout
is.
out. So, week and a half ago now, because we didn't do a show last week, I was at a protest. We're going to call it that, an action or whatever you want to call it. And there's a place in our area, in this area of Rochester, New York. It's technically a suburb. We may have talked about this on the show. That is, even though I've seen the numbers, it's like 20-something% Jewish in this suburb. That's not like the whole suburb is Jewish. But
It's a pretty large percentage, though, considering Rochester.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's known as that's where all the Jews live. Which is not true.
Clearly,
but
because
yeah.
this Jew lives here.
But there's a lot, right? That's what I'm saying. So, we do protest against the genocide in Palestine, or mostly Gaza.
Not against Jewish people. Let's get that straight.
Right, but the Zionists in town are saying is you're against Jews. So.
It's so annoying that they can't figure this out.
So we've been going to this place. It's not every week. In fact, what time is it? It's happening right now. There is a protest happening right now. I took today off. This is my first day of not teaching of a vacation, and I just took today off from a protest. And I said, no, I cannot make this one. I wanted to do the show.
Yourself.
I want to hang with cheese. I had some other stuff I had to do. Other protesting stuff, which I cannot talk about on the show, at least not right now. I'm hoping I'll be able to because it's interesting, but hopefully I'll be able to get to it.
So you had other shit going on today?
Yeah, I had other shit going on today. And normally I move the other shit. Today I chose not to. And you will put air quotes on this benefit. So anyway, it's been interesting. It's overwhelmingly pro-Palestine. People who drive by honk for us and all that. But there are and I forget the full name, but I'm just going to go by two of the four words in this name, the Jewish Federation, which are Zionists. They say they're Zionists. They and if you're not understanding what that means,
why are they proud of that?
There is the internet, and you can check it out or whatever. We can get to that another time. But
it's so ew and cringy.
I know.
To
So
call the kids is cringy.
it's cringe, yo.
It's so cringe.
So there was. So we were there, and we're there relatively regular. It's like every other week, give or take. And there was some Zionists. So basically what happened is they sent a Zionist. Are they there this week? Yes, they're there. And they got on the phone. And then like 12 other people came with these bought from the internet flags. There's a weird, creepy hybrid USA or United States Israel flag that it really is kind of creepy.
Yuck.
That they're flying, and it's all like bought off the internet, whereas we're making our own signs and all that jazz, and it's really organic. And so the protest is, I'm getting to the shout out. I'm sorry, I had to do a lot of setup here. So we're getting done with the time, and I had to go, and there was still a few people milling about, and there were a couple of the Zionists still there. And I crossed the street to get to my car, and there are these two younger women. I would almost want to say girls, but I mean they could actually still be in high school. To me, I would say girls, but you'll say young women, African American, and I think they probably worked at the Five Guys that's there.
Okay.
They were kind of dressed that way, and they were coming out, and they had Five Guys, like a beveragey Five Guys cup. Mm-hmm. And they started shouting at the Zionists like F-bombs. fuck you, you baby killers. I mean, they were not part of our group. They fucking walked out of Five Guys and went off on these Zionists.
Oh Lord!
And
I love
it was like, and as I'm passing by them, and for a different reason,
That makes me so happy.
Actually, the funny part is for that tabling event I had to go to with Dirty
Yeah,
Reverend.
yeah.
By the way, Dirty Reverend is the name of the show. With Dirty Reverend, somebody from my group gave me this big handful of Free Palestine pins, and I just handed one each. I said, "Thank you for your service," and I walked away. They were not in our group. They fucking walked out of Five Guys and just went off on these
Fuck
Zionists.
you, baby killers.
Oh, they were every F-bomb.
goodness.
They were cussing so hard that I just was like,
Thank you for your service.
because we really try not to engage with them, right? Because it's just
because they want it. They want to.
yeah, that's actually
They want you to.
they are there to provoke.
Right,
And
right,
These
right.
two people who had nothing to do with it just came out and just went off on them. And so shout out to y'all. You're
Shout out to you
amazing.
people.
I hope you're
Thank
rocking
you.
those pins with pride. And I just
I
telling
hope
you,
your pillow is always cold.
yeah,
hope-
whatever, yeah. So whatever. I mean, you get everything that you want in life.
Yes.
And I'll just say this as a personal, all the Five Guys fries you want, because I really like Five Guys.
Actually, their
fries.
fries are pretty
Their fries
fucking
are pretty
good.
fucking
No,
good.
they have really good fries. I agree.
So I wanted to get to that. Oh, and actually I got to hit two things at once. So this group, these Zionists who have been coming, there's 2 or 3 people who actually cross the street and go and engage with them, which that is totally not my jam. That is just, I
No,
know
I
my
know.
lane. That is
No,
not my
no,
thing.
I know.
You have to have a certain mindset. Cannot do it.
Do you feel though that do you feel like you don't have like that? I mean, like I recognize like when you're doing like Black Lives Matter things, like you're not going to engage because as a white person, I know you're not going to engage because that's not your place.
No, I see where you're going.
But
No.
in this, you are a Jewish person.
Yeah, no.
You have
No.
I mean, if there was ever a time where I feel like you would have a right to fucking engage, you're like, I am also Jewish. Fuck you guys.
Well, the engagement is never the fuck you part. I mean, it's
Right,
always,
right.
we
No,
always.
I know, but I'm
yeah.
just saying, like, if there was, I'm sorry, I was just
No,
asking if that
because
was part of it.
I'm more. I don't think I could not be emotional, which does
Okay.
nothing for anything.
Okay,
I
got
just
you.
that is not my lane. I just don't.
Got you. Okay, no, I respect that too.
So there
you know your own emotions.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like,
And
no,
there are
I'm not
days
gonna
where
do
I
that.
show up to these things, and I did actually the last one I went to. This one, I said, you know what? I had a really crappy day today, and I am so not having any of these douchebags today. I'm just going to sit here and do my sign.
Because if they
'Cause
come over
I-
there, I'm going to say something.
I'm not going to
to.
take lead on anything. I'm not going to do a lot of chanting. Give me the biggest fucking sign, and
I will-
I got the biggest fucking sign.
Well, you're a big dude, so that worked out.
No, this was like a huge like puppet of a Palestinian doctor that they're currently holding and torturing. But anyway, yeah, I know. But this is a two-handed thing.
Well,
That's
good.
really
That's awesome.
right. So I was like, just give me this damn thing, and just everybody can leave me alone. I'll just do the doctor sign
that.
today. And so, but we heard about some of the things that the Zionists were basically they were saying that all of these Palestinian children we see who are being killed, they're child actors. Like, I'm going to stick my doctor sign up your ass. Fuck you. Like, they're just saying this. There is no genocide. This doesn't really exist. And you can kiss my big white ass.
Oh my fucking god!
Right. Like
If anybody can see me right now, I'm
Yeah,
just like
I-
stone face. I don't even know what to. Even if they were fucking they're fucking children.
yeah, I can't.
I don't even care if they're children.
Yeah.
They're children. They're
So
children. Oh my god, these fucking people.
Right. So I don't.
Disgusting.
So I
Just
don't-
disgusting.
I can't be one of the people who engage in this shit. I just can't.
You know what I love? I've been noticing this, and I'm like, I was just talking with my son and his girlfriend about like, like there's been out in the world, of course, a lot of anti-Semitism in the world, a lot, and also anti-American, and honestly, kind of deserving. I don't know. I know there's this one place this was like a few months ago. I saw there was this place in Brazil, I believe, that had like a cafe or a bar or I don't know, something like that, a place, a normal, place where people go. And it said specifically on there, no Americans, no Israelis.
Yeah. No.
And
yeah.
I'm like, fucking fair.
Yeah.
That's
totally
fucking fair.
is.
I mean, as an American,
Our
even
shit-
though
let's just-
even though I did not vote for any of this shit and you didn't vote for any of this shit, we are somewhat guilt by association. It sucks, but it's true. It's
Look,
fucking true.
I-
We live here. We still live here. We still like whatever. I mean, we're still here, and yeah, it sucks, but it is the fucking way it is.
There
And I'm
is-
sorry. I mean, I realize there's a lot of there's people from Israel that are traveling that are not douchebags, that are lovely humans and stuff. But I'm sorry, people hate you, and it just is the way it is. It sucks. It sucks, but it is the way it is. If people fucking hate me because I'm an American, well, so be it. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do. I mean, I understand why. It sucks, but I understand.
So let me. Oh god, these glasses are killing me. So let me.
So
So-
like even like the anti-Semitism that's going on in the world, yeah, it fucking sucks. I mean, you're one of my best friends. You're Jewish. My husband's half Jewish. Like, I mean, I have tons of lovely Jewish people in my life who I love very much and adore. But I also fucking get it, man. It sucks.
Yeah, and so I have. Okay, so
But man, I
two
do
things.
worry though. I wouldn't want I seriously wouldn't want somebody with your last name or my husband's last name prancing around in fucking Europe where people fucking hate you. I would be scared. I would be nervous for you. I really would be.
So and this might. I know I have family members who don't quite get all of this either, and that's fine. I get it.
It's okay.
So this is not what I'm about to say is not an all lives matter kind of thing, but I do recognize, and I've had this conversation. I gotta be careful. I don't want to lose a job. I've had conversation with people
With people.
of various heights and ages. Like, how does a country get made? And over the overwhelming majority of boundaries of countries and who owns what land is based on murder and robbery and rape and
It is.
there's very rarely a peaceful let's start the country of Botswana.
I can't think of one.
Right, it has
I
to do-
literally cannot think of
colonialism.
one country that has started.
Right.
Like even one of my favorite countries in the whole world, Finland. Yep.
Yeah.
There was still fighting amongst between Sweden and Russia to create that country.
So for me, I don't have any affinity to a piece of land, be of an arbitrary border that's made up from land being stolen and people being killed. I don't. If you read history and you're still patriotic of any country, you're not really understanding the history. I mean, at least that's in my opinion. I mean, that's my morals, but whatever. You do you.
I mean,
kind
I
of
don't.
thing.
I mean, John Lennon was kind of a dick, but I will say
Yeah,
the whole
no, that's-
imagine there's no countries.
Well, it's funny
Yeah.
how there were sometimes he was like the smartest guy in the room, and there's other times he was the biggest douchebag in the room.
Right.
And sometimes it was the same day in the same room.
Yeah, but the Imagine There's No Country. I mean, Imagine actually is a great song. The lyrics there are amazing.
So I don't care. I look at what our country's doing, and I look at what this thing called Israel is doing, as objectively as I can, and it makes me sick. So
It's gross.
So that is why
well, that one thing you posted that I don't know if you want.
I don't know
Well,
which
the
one.
one thing you're like you're going to be on the side of people who aren't. I don't know. There was like something very specific.
There was something. Yeah. I just like with that. And I've already just been just a protester guy, whatever, or activist guy, or giving a shit guy, and so I'm not gonna let some weird thing. And it's funny how I can't say that. I don't want to get fired again. God damn it.
Yeah. Haven't you okay, I'm going to say this. I feel like you are this person inside and out. It doesn't matter what, like you are, and I feel the same way. I actually talked about that with my kid today, that I have an innate thing in my being, and I don't ever remember not feeling this way even when I was a kid. Like, I don't like it when things aren't fair. I don't like it when people aren't treated right. I don't like it hurts my being, and I don't ever remember not feeling this way. Like, I remember feeling this way even when I was a kid. Seeing stuff wrong would upset me.
That's funny.
So I know, I'm just like, this is just who I am as a human being, and I don't know, maybe I mean, I'm guessing you're the same way. Like it's just in my core when I see something wrong, it fucking hurts.
Yeah.
and I want to do something about it. And
Well,
a lot
okay,
of
so
times I
all
can't,
right,
but-
so let's say all right, the actual oh man, I got so many things now in my head. So so what can we do? So there's literally as this show's being made, people are being killed in Palestine, right? And in Lebanon, and people are being killed and by the same country. But
Yes.
okay. So I do get a cringe when I see posts on social media by people who live over there or somewhere like this horrible thing is happening and no one's doing anything about it and no one's talking about it.
Why is nobody talking about Lebanon?
Well-
That really bothers me.
well-
I'm not seeing enough information about
Well,
that.
you're not seeing it.
I know it's going on, but I mean, it pisses me off.
Well, you're not seeing that because that's a media thing and who controls it and all that jazz. So, but my thing is, so like, I'm like, okay, let's say I've never done anything about any of this. What am I going to do right now that can really have a thing to stop that? Am I at my age, and I don't like saying the number, but at my advanced age, am I going to go pick up a gun and literally go over there? Is that what the expectation is? And I hear about, when Hemingway and other people went over to Spain to fight fascism and all that shit. Is that what I'm doing?
Well, Hemingway was also kind of crazy.
Well, no, I know. I get that. I
he
was
was
just trying to
crazy.
come up with a famous example.
know.
He was, I know.
He
I
was
know.
crazy.
He was. But other people went
Great
over to
writer.
Spain too.
He was crazy.
But other people went to Spain to fight
Yeah.
Franco
No,
too.
you're right. You're right.
So,
The Frank. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
so what am I supposed to do? I boycott when I can, everything I can possibly boycott that I know of.
You try.
And
as much as you
dude,
can,
I
yeah.
stopped going to a coffee place now because I found out they suck now. So I'd like
Who? Wait, which coffee place?
of all the fucking things. I thought they were Canadian. Apparently they sold out. Tim Hortons.
Oh, I thought they were Canadian too. I mean,
Yeah.
I never went there. 'Cause
They
I didn't
sold
like
out
their
to the
coffee.
whole Burger King whatever
Oh,
conglomerate.
okay. Yeah.
So
I didn't know that. Okay.
because I stopped going to Dunkin' years ago because they suck. So anyway,
I don't like any other coffee.
yeah.
Anyway. I'm
So
too picky.
so I do everything that I possibly can sitting here. I have donated money. I donated money to the Samir Project. You should too. I protest. I put stuff on social. If you are a friend of mine on Facebook, I put no cat videos anything like that. There's nothing fun anymore on my Facebook. It's just shit to try to change the world. So am I picking up a gun and going over there? Am I setting myself on fire in front of the White House? What is it that I have to do? And this is about me. I'm not talking about what you should do or anybody listening.
Yeah.
I don't know I want this to stop and I don't know what I can do. So when I see posts like, and no one's talking about it, no one's doing anything, I get it. The overall, it's not like the latest,
the word
the latest season
yeah.
of whatever's on fucking Netflix that I couldn't
It's
even tell
also,
you what it is. I don't,
the world is so bad right now. People are exhausted.
yeah. And
I think that's part of it. I think that's a big part of it. Is like people are exhausted because the world is so bad. It's so bad.
And I feel like I want to like go off on people saying, "Will you fucking do?" Not people who might be listening to this, but just like like people who
Why
are
didn't
on,
you vote?
people on people who
I'm
are
just
on
saying
like
that's one of them.
social media who are like, I don't understand why I can't get my local channels on TV, and I'm like, bro, read a book then. What the fuck are you flipping out for a week because you can't get your local channel? That's actually something that's going on right now. But I'm like, read
Watch
a book.
movie.
Yeah, something. I mean, like, I just
That's why I still have all my movies and stuff. Honestly, I mean that's part of the reason I still have a lot of like my own like physical media because I don't know, shit might happen. I'm like, at least I'll have physical media.
so that has been a conundrum for me the past few weeks. Is like, it always feels like I am doing a lot, and I know I'm not, and I'm not saying this as not even a humble brag. I know I do.
You do a lot.
And more than most people, and that's
you do.
fine. But it still feels like it's not enough because the shit's still going on, and I just like
This, I mean, I'm not trying to like put you in the same category, but this sounds very like Oscar Schindler, kind of like I didn't do enough, I couldn't do enough, I didn't do enough, I didn't do enough. Like you can only do as much.
I
as
know,
you do.
and I know that,
and you do it.
It's like
and
two
you do
parts of
do
my
it.
brain. It's
Right,
like two
right.
parts. It's like
Yeah.
like I know that, I appreciate
Right.
that, and I'm doing because I know that I don't spend a lot of time, as much time as I could with family, and I don't spend enough time with friends, and there's
I could. This
and
is one
taking
thing I
care of
could say
myself,
for
but-
sure. I probably wouldn't know half the shit that's going on in the world if it wasn't for you.
and I appreciate that, and my goal is I'm not trying to get. I'm
I know,
just
I
saying
know.
like.
But it can be frustrating, and it's
It's
nice
so-
to know that. I'm just saying, I just want you to feel like, And I know you're not gonna. I know it's not. It's not gonna be enough for me to say something, but man, we can only fucking do so much.
I know.
And you have a full-time job, and you have a wife, and you have friends, and you have other things that you're going on. Like, you can only do fucking so much.
And it's there. It's not overwhelming, but there's guilt. I'm safe. No one's the worst thing that's happened to me. The most unsafe thing. Some motherfucker drove on my lawn last night.
No, it does suck.
I know who it was, but
no, I know what it means though, because like we don't have
that's the most unsafe
like
thing.
the unsafe thing that we
Right.
have. I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm a woman and I've had many more unsafe things. Than that,
absolutely, without question.
But that's the same kind of
you
thing.
You walking home from here
could be unsafe.
Is way more than if I were doing it.
Yep.
And so giving so all the privilege that I have, I am trying to use, but it's just never feels like it's enough. It never does.
Yeah,
Ever.
that's because we're empaths. We're really empathetic types of people, and so we have that kind of like, man, I just wish there was something more I can do. But man, the facts are that we can only do so much, and we already do. Like, I mean, honestly, like I don't even like, I'm not on social media nearly like I used to be, but honestly, I used to sometimes have people come on to me privately and just say, hey, I just want you to know I really appreciate the kind of things that you say. And I'm guessing that people do that for you too, right?
Not that much, but that's okay. It makes me feel awkward. So I kind of like it. I'd rather not.
Well, for example, so last year, I was really, really involved because I was trying to sell stuff for my mom's house and everything. So last year I was super involved in everything that was going on in Livonia.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some, I mean, my hometown, trash, fucking conservative trash for the most part. There's some lovely, lovely humans that live there that I'm friends with that I adore, but for the most part, to me, it's just like all conservative trash humans. And so there has been a couple times I actually said some things on Facebook.
Right.
And one of the times I did, it was actually a dude that actually private messaged me and said, hey, I see your comments on there, and I just say that's really brave of you, and I have a lot of respect for what you're saying. I agree with you, and I have a lot of respect. And it's sad that me, just like fucking, just some like nobody, whatever, that used to live there, I have some fucking balls to say something, but that guy didn't. I appreciated the fact that he appreciated me, but at the same time, it also was like, man, I wish more people had some balls.
So looking at the time, we do have to go. So this is how I can wrap this up. So for the tens of you who are listening, normalize it. That's the thing you can do to help. Normalize it. So make some more comments. Don't be afraid to have some conversations. Do it a little at a time. Do it gently. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying,
don't lose your job or shit over it or anything like that. I mean, unless your job really sucks really bad. But I mean, if you don't lose your job over it, just like little bits of things.
Yeah.
You can do little bits of things.
Every week, do one more thing that you didn't do before.
Mm-hmm.
And just let's fix this shit. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it can ever be fixed, because if you really look at the history, we've never been fixed. There's always been broken stuff. We just didn't know about it. And I think part of that feeling is that with the internet, there's so much, we know so much more. And yes, there's bullshit out there. I understand. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But you also know more. Like, this genocide is being filmed, as opposed to other ones that you'd get it on actual tape and you didn't see it for like 20 years later. But this is actually pretty much live. And so it's way more intense for us, and it's way more in the moment, but just do little things. I'm not necessarily just me. Do shit about AI shit. Don't use AI, and don't, do something. Go to a city council meeting or town board and talk against a data center. Just something. Do something that's a little bit more than what we've been doing. We all have to up our game a bit, because
actually, that's a very good point. We really do have to.
It doesn't have to be as intense as the genocide in Gaza, although please do. But just any little thing,
even if it's something
that
local that you can speak out against that to make things better, please do it.
Just so that the people who are running this shit know that we're not going to just sit there and watch Netflix, that we're going to actually say no to shit, and we're not going to consent. So Sorry that wasn't ending funny, but we'll call the show Dirty Reverend, and then you can go to our list of band names, and maybe that'll make you smile as you're sticking it to the man.
Yeah, right.
And as always, you can stick it to the man by listening to Stuart Pedasso Radio, playing protest music right now as we speak.
Boom, boom.
And bits. You can hear
Bing, bang, bong.
a much younger version of Big Cheese doing bits.
Oh, wait, can I say one more thing?
Of course you
Okay,
can.
one more thing before we leave. So next Thursday, that is the 27th. If anybody in Rochester is listening to this, next Thursday at the Radio Social, the place where I work is going to be having a talent show there, and I'm going to be performing, so you should go.
What are you performing?
I am going to be performing a really funny, silly lip sync of Phil Collins in the Air Tonight.
Damn, I was hoping it was an interpretive dance.
It is not going to be an interpretive dance.
You know what?
What?
You can dance if you want to.
I can.
Okay. Let's talk about that.
All right.
Okay. All right. So we're going to try. I know this summer's been weird, but we're going to try and be back next week. We'll do
Yeah,
our best.
we'll see what we
Otherwise,
can.
you have Stuart Pedasso Radio. It's all at stuartpedasso.com. Hey, hit us up on social media. If some of this is bullshit or you have questions or whatever,
Yeah, call
by
us up.
all
You don't
means,
like
hit us up. I mean,
ain't
I will
afraid.
totally engage. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
it. I ain't.
In the words of Bernie Mac.
Mm-hmm.
And on that, peace.
Bye.
These medication prices are outrageous. These days, I have to choose between eating and blood pouring out of my ears.
Yeah, I noticed that. First of all, have a sandwich. And second, you need to get your ass over to boofmeds.com.
Boofmeds. What's that?
Don't talk with your mouth full. Boofmeds can get you the generic meds at prices so low, they can't mail them to you. They have to,
No, they have to what?
they boof your meds. Boof. They carry your meds up there,
Really? Oh my God. Is that legal?
Well, what do you care? You'll finally be able to eat again. Boof Meds hires out-of-work people who can't drive a Lyft to deliver your meds, helping them as they help you. In fact, I had my next delivery sent here.
Here's your meds. Hey, you gonna finish that sandwich?
It's yours.
You need to get over to boofmeds.com today.